Closure of Dead Rising 2. Besides, nobody's played Dead Rising 2.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I didn't know what that was as a kid, and then I realized later on, and I was like, oh, yeah, makes sense.
I mean, I can gather from context clues where you're going with it, but
I was like, weird. Why is this in a shop on the Strip in Vegas?
I mean, why wouldn't it be? That feels like exactly where something like that would belong.
Well, me as a child didn't know what it was, so it was very unusual.
You have a lot to learn.
Yeah.
We're live.
We
Yep,
are live.
I knew we were live for like a good minute or so.
This is the Heroes era.
Hello,
We got
everybody.
some inside ball. I feel like I should know what we're referencing, but I don't.
You don't?
I'll admit it.
It's worth a Google.
I'm afraid, but
You should be.
so welcome everybody. Like I said, this is the Heroes era, and we're playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons. And tonight we are telling a story, but we do not yet know how it will go. The players, the dungeon master, the dice, all of these will have a hand in how the game unfolds. This is the Heroes era.
Womp womp.
That's
What
we get after our 2 week hiatus.
The saddest one yet? Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, a lackluster intro.
Womp,
Nonetheless.
womp.
All right.
We just leveled up to level
Tune in next
12,
week for a
so
much better intro.
I think some of you guys are still taking care of that.
Yes.
And Bodhi, would you happen to have the information on hand that needs to be shared with the good folks?
Good folks of Twitch chat and viewers of galore, I have many information for you. We have our Discord server at the Heroes Era, where we host one-shots of various degrees. We talk about, memes that we've been in the D&D community, what's going on in the D&D community, as I'm sure many people would know. This is dating this one session. And we also, there's a one-shot going on right now that one of our very good DMs, Mitch, is running.
That's Saturday at 5 Pacific.
Saturday at 5. So if you want to get in there, jump on it. We have our Instagram at the Heroes Era, _Heroes Era, if I remember correctly, where we post memes and such. I don't know. I could look it up real quick if you want. And then we also have a Twitter account, which is at the Heroes Era, as it is in most places, because consistency is key. Yeah, the Instagram is
Somebody had it on Instagram.
Yeah, _Heroes Era. That is the handle that we have. Yeah, I don't know why someone would have that. They stole it from us. Who are you? Let us know. Message us. And unless I'm forgetting any other.
We do have a TikTok, though there is only one video on it as of yet.
Very barren TikTok.
It's a good video.
It's a good one. Good video. It's a good video.
The only one that will ever be on there.
The particular person who's supposed to be managing the TikTok account has just done a deplorable job of actually getting any video clips and clipped and put on there, except for that one. And he should be, he should be handled accordingly for that.
Quality
Sounds a bit
over
like
quantity?
a threat.
I think we send him to the goblins. I mean, he deserves it.
Now, what if we upload a session, but all in TikToks? How bad would that be?
Terrible. I mean, feel like terrible. I feel like it would be terrible.
That would not be my favorite thing.
We could do a lot. You could stream live on TikTok.
Oh yeah,
I think
we should do that because
has anyone streamed D&D on TikTok?
Twitch
This is
viewership
the oldest
hasn't grown.
sounding conversation I've ever been a part of. They're streaming on them TikToks now.
I haven't gotten into TikTok. I'll admit it.
The orange ones or the minty ones? Which TikToks?
Dang it!
Not the TikToks.
The Christmas
TikToks.
ones where it's green and red and white.
Ooh, those are good ones.
I like the orange ones myself.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wow.
moving on.
Strange conversation.
I want to open up our audience and stream to multiple platforms at once, but I don't want to also risk our affiliate status. But it hasn't helped to grow our followership at all. So I think it's time to probably open it up. But anyways, that's a discussion for later and elsewhere. We're allegedly playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm assuming everybody's been able to level up to level 12. And
I hope so.
So when we left off last game, you all had completed a very pivotal mission. Two, in fact. First, rescuing Brahms, commander of the Western settlers, vital to restoring the spirits of the soldiers that are fighting in Trikeshnia. And after that, you went back for seconds and decided to slay the devil you can and end that grudge. And you did so handily. And there were warriors, fallen warriors within this temple. And it seems as though, because where you find yourselves now is this temple, but on the material plane of Gira. And it seems as though many of the warriors or kings or lords and ladies that were chained up to these rocks and frozen in ice have been moved, probably to the parallel dimension, where this place was recreated by Yakan. And so likely he brought many of these warriors through the circle of teleportation that is in the rear chamber of the room. And Brahms, knowing that you have other methods of travel, moves to deface this circle of teleportation and destroy it outright. That none may easily travel here, or none with the knowledge of that sigil pattern may easily travel here. Also, when we left off, I mentioned that you
do that.
Very good.
He likes that idea.
And this is just a back chamber. Its sole purpose seeming to be that teleportation circle. So basically just scratching out the runes, the magical symbols, so that they're beyond recognition, should partially at least dispel this teleportation circle. And there were other things recovered, other reasons for coming here. Bezlock, of course, you sought information, random, related to your past, a lead, nothing more. And what you ended up finding was a list. And this list had many names on it, names of families and places, and names of individuals. And the names of individuals on this list sometimes were crossed out, as if checked off of a list. Yours was one of those. Also, within these treasure chests, they seem to have been handled similarly to those ancient warriors that have been transferred to the what now we're calling Gromsmoth. And many of the treasure chests here along the chasm, that's the sole difference between the material planes, Temple of the Ice Duke, and that of the one in the Chaos Stone is this chasm that just is a gaping hole into the abyss of Gira. Many of the riches seem to have been transferred, but you will find there some stones, some gemstones, and some coin.
Money.
I thought this was at the top of my notes. It's not. 300 gold pieces worth of gemstones and roughly 440 gold worth of coin.
Okay.
Not a lot of loot, but some nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
And so you find yourselves here in this temple. You've had your retribution, and you've all also lended your magic to the creation of this place within the magical stone, the many-colored stone that you entered. I rather enjoyed that part of it also, especially Bezlok's poem being added. Just imagining like that driving people mad in some way, or I don't know, maybe even people who don't fully deserve to be there, just like, I don't know, getting
Poor
some kind of
Rio.
peace out of it.
My poems are meant to torture, so that's perfect. That's perfect.
It was like an okay place until the poems came in. Now there was hellfire, yeah, and there was blinding sunlight, but that wasn't really anything that would like wear you down after centuries. But the poems, that
That's
must
slow
be
burn.
grating. Yeah.
Yeah. What's funny is I wrote that in like 20 seconds when everybody started. I was like, oh, I got like 20 seconds to write this.
We truly
Beautiful.
created a hell for the worst people.
It's been immortalized. And Mordecai, you retrieved a very magical, powerful magical weapon from the devil Yakan when you slayed him. Rod of the Pact Keeper. And not only does this have the magical traits that are described that you have realized after attuning to this, but it also prevents your patron, Makazel, from visiting this realm. The wielder of the Pact Rod holds control over Makazel's ability to visit this realm. And so in that time that it took you to attune, it was a real danger and threat that Makazel could have materialized on this plane of existence. But you did stall that devil before leaving the temple and successfully sealed that stone, that demi-plane, with the guidance of Brahms and the help of him. And so that's where we find ourselves. And regarding the list that Bezlok has, perhaps we can start there.
Yep.
And Mordecai, you notice Bezlok looking at this list. Excuse me. And kind of puzzling over it. And as you just kind of out of the corner of your eye, not necessarily spying on him in any way, but just noticing it really something very familiar catches your eye, and it's actually the handwriting on this list. This handwriting, you recognize your own handwriting. Do you have rather sloppy or neat handwriting, does Mordecai?
Haphazard. It's always like rushed.
I'm sorry?
I think it's always rushed. I think it's probably a little messy.
Oh, okay. And so it seems strained towards neatness, but not a well-trained hand. And you remember making this list, Mordecai. You made many of these lists as a task on behalf of Amaranthe. And she had explained that this is a favor to one of her colleagues, deeds that must be done, nothing more. And so you made many copies of this list. Of course, when you made it, nothing had been crossed out, anything like that. So you can garner that this list was created by the Council of Order in some fashion, and actually by your hand.
Did you write this?
I recognize that. Yes, it's my writing.
Wait, was my name crossed off or my family's name?
Your name specifically, and not your clan's name.
Okay.
So again, it's kind of like there are two columns. One column has the names of either family names, last names, and then the other column has a list of individuals. And guys, if I have to step away, I can still hear you. I'm sorry, I have to watch the dogs tonight, so if my dog keeps going, I'll have to step away, but apologies.
Okay. Does the list have any family names that are crossed out?
It does. Actually, the it has one family name crossed out, the Confibula family.
Would I know who they are? Would I know who they are?
You've heard of them only in passing. This was a job. The Confibula estate was just vaguely referenced in the past by Mordecai and Mordecai's friend from Omnis. This is something that they shared in common that had failed in the past.
So why is Bezlok crossed off? He's alive, so I don't think it's like a hit list.
Would I recognize any of the other names on the list as being like people that I know that are alive or dead?
Have any family members suffered a similar fate to Bezlok, where they've gone mad?
No, completely unique situation.
Only Bezlok.
Okay.
Hmm.
And so Mordecai is the one who wrote the list. We've determined that.
Seemingly so.
When did you write this?
Yeah, what's that for?
Do you remember why?
So this would be years ago, right?
Yes, Mordecai. You early in your years had trouble mastering magic. A lot of trouble. In fact, your efforts were nearly fruitless. And so oftentimes, Amaranth, she always had a soft spot for you. So she would give you tasks that her earliest students would be given typically. Things like this. As a way to encourage you, or just as a way to make use of you despite your lack of progressing in the arcane arts.
It was little more than busy work.
So it's not something that is like classified information.
How is my name on it? And why is my name crossed off? And why did we find it in another realm with some weird devil dude?
I'm not sure. It was a simple job transcribing.
Right? Was it your? It's like yours, like a whole name, last name too. Or maybe it was different Bezlok. Yeah, could be.
It's a pretty rare name.
It would be crazy if there was another person named Bezlok. Insane, even.
Well, just
No takers on that.
One column bears the family name, and the other column bears the individual names. It'd be quite a coincidence.
Yeah. Oh well.
What, Mordecai? When you were writing this, was it your mentor or whatever? Like, was she dictating this, and you were writing it down as she was saying it, or did you have to go out? If that was the case.
Would that have been the case, DM?
Yeah, merely making many copies of a list to be distributed. Mordecai would not have much other knowledge of motives behind this or anything of that sort.
What was your Your professor's name.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. And that was Amaranthe that we're speaking of. And of course, Amaranthe is the wizard that you first journeyed to Fundar Stadur with Mordecai.
Yeah, Bezlok's freaking out. He doesn't like it when
Right. Amaranthe was the one that turned into a devil?
Yeah,
Yes.
she.
Yes, that did happen.
We fought her, and this was back when Lord Hillborough was our somewhat ally, and we had this guy, very crazy dude. I'm sure I've talked about him before. The wedding ring guy, who we kind of let go and let him live a new life, and he kind of had a thing with Amaranthe. He was sent to investigate, and it ended up in Amaranthe. I'm probably butchering this name, but she basically died and then turned into like a demon or ashes. So I don't think she was like a human or like a mortal being of some sort. I think she was like a demon or a devil.
You remember also that she was stricken down and that she rose as this devil or demonic creature.
Maybe she got possessed. And in the event of her death, a demon took over, or
something of that nature was discussed at the time and discovered to be a possibility.
I think it's more likely this is a devil because demons kind of just do whatever. Devils at least plan a little bit. So I guess the question is, was she always a devil? Because if so, that has implications as to why this devil has it. I mean, the connection's already been made. This list was probably given out to other people who were of the infernal nature and were told to look out for these certain families for whatever reason. Maybe it was a power grab and some noble structure or something of the sorts. Bezlok, is your family renowned?
They're a well-known family, yeah.
Okay, and has your family had any problems with any other noble families that you would know about?
I'd have to ask the DM if that plays in.
You could have or could not have. It's up to you. I'm interested in what kind of renown Bezlok's family might have had as well.
So Bezlok's. So you guys don't know this, but Bezlok's families were the inventors of artificing for the rock gnomes. So they were wizards, and then of like 300-400 years, however many they found that they could transition their magic to items and enhance their tinkering, and they over the course of years kind of hoarded all this technology and all these inventions, which is why I ride a mechanical bear, and why like all of my weapons are very technology based. And really the only magic that our family has anymore is the ability to infuse these special items. So they're well known for that. But they almost never use the higher end stuff for their higher end stuff. Like they never sell it to people. It's always
it's not commercial. It's
right.
Is it commissionable or is it just for the family themselves?
No. Like there's like different tiers of technology that they've developed, and they're
it's like
not allowed to share above like tier.
It's like a state secret of some sort.
Yeah, family secrets. Yeah.
Well, that probably has pissed some nobles off, most likely, because Well, I mean, I'm a lowborn. I didn't come from nobility, but I assume all nobles want power and they're hungry for it. So this might be some bias leaking through. But generally, I think it's true that they would be angry at not having any of this magic items that they could augment their person with.
Yep.
Interesting. An interesting idea, and nonetheless, the concept that Bezlok has in some way been targeted seems to have come about here.
and it makes him really angry. He doesn't like it. Like he was about ready to go find your teacher who said his name on that list to begin and go talk to that person.
Well, that's the idea, because that's the only lead we got as for what's going on here.
But
Except,
you said you already defeated her at some point in the past.
yeah, and
right?
now she's a devil of some sort. I mean, I could scry. I know what she looks like. I'm familiar with
Amaranthe
her.
was defeated outright after she became the devil, and you fought her before defeating the beast atop Green Acres for the first time.
Was she defeated in death or was she banished?
She was slain, to my
Slain.
understanding. Am I misremembering? I think that was what happened.
No, that's correct.
Amaranthe was friends with Therazessa. And I'll offer any of these, any knowledge I have as well, because when we dealt with this situation, it was months ago. So
Very long.
Yeah. And I wasn't even here yet.
We'll play it off as we're informing Bezlok, you know.
Yeah.
absolutely. So Therazessa and Amaranthe were both wizards on the Council of Order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Therazessa is a good one. I mean, she turned into rain, for Pete's sake. I don't think devils do that. So I guess... So Amaranthe was a devil of some sort, and this ice devil had a list, so it's safe to assume that other devils have this same list as well. Now, it's interesting that these were distributed, which means that it is not a share. I would not imagine will be like a shared list, as in like progress. For whatever these names are being crossed out for whatever reason, I can't think of why these devils would share that information with each other. So this ice devil had something specific to you, Bezlok. That he has some connection to you, that he needed something from you. And I can only assume it has to do with your artificing abilities, because a devil seeming to want magical items that can do a great deal of whatever would be handy to have. The thing that did you ever share that vision you had when we all went through the tunnel and we all had different visions of some sort, where you saw like a book or something, and I think it was
I don't think I got a vision.
You did. The book from your past was shown to you.
Oh,
and
the one that I
not to
opened.
read.
Right.
Yes,
The only reason I didn't read it is because I crit rolled, so I got to resist it.
Is that's a book of knowledge and not like a demonic thing in any way. It's just a personal.
That is the book that I found. That is hundreds of years ago. The family locked it away because it had, the powers within were not meshing well with the artificing, and I opened it thinking I could, do something, increase the science or whatever, and and then that's why I got cursed.
Okay, so it's not.
That's why I'm out adventuring, trying to find the power to remove the curse.
Not a demonic thing, then.
No,
we don't think, because it's been in your family's line forever, and unless your family were demonic people, which I don't think they are.
I mean, the book is, like I said, it's filled with power, and just opening it is what cursed me. So,
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we commune with the rain, Therazessa, and ask her some questions. That's the only other way I could think of to go about this. That's the only other thing I can think of to do at this point, because she's currently the only one that has information. Mordecai was there for it, of course, but he did not know the reason of why the list was being made.
Let's talk to the rain.
Mordecai, did you distribute these yourself, or it was just purely copying?
So I was just transcribing these, right?
Yes.
How many lists are there?
Yeah. Do you know how much was made?
Yeah, that's
I was one of many.
So a lot. Not like 8, but like a ton.
Well, I was
Your
just
handwriting
another
is
student.
crap.
Now,
I
what's
was
thought
just
for someone
another student at
that
that point. Yeah.
I think for someone that writes a lot, your handwriting would be better.
Is there anybody? Can
Look,
everybody look at the list
I
and
had
see if they know
many
a
things to
name
do
on
at
it?
that time.
I'll take a look.
No.
Yeah.
Everybody come take a look, see if anybody recognizes any other names besides mine.
I've done commissions for nobles before. I mean, I don't know if they're really high and mighty guys because I don't really keep up with that too often, but I could check. See if anything jumps out at me.
Carl almost definitely doesn't know anybody on this list, but he will take a look for funsies.
I just write
Right.
your name on the bottom. Cross it out.
Reynold, you see your own name, your own family name in the
Oh,
the name
shit.
of groups, but in the name of individuals, you see the name of your son.
is it crossed out?
No, it's not,
Well,
but it is on this list.
that's disconcerting. This was recent. Well, I know it was recent, but whew. So, newsflash. I don't know if I've told this before, but I do have a son, and his name is on here along with my family's name. I'm just a blacksmith, and we're not like from.
With a god on your shoulder.
Well, look, that came later, but originally I was just a blacksmith, just working in a town, and my family wasn't like too much of note. I mean, we were doing commissions for people that were as like commoners, pretty much, and occasionally a noble who wanted something, and they think they could like jip us on the price. That's why they usually came to us, because they could get a better deal, and we needed a business, so we did it. So why is my son's name on here? And it's not crossed out either, which concerns me, because yours is and mine's isn't.
Well, I mean, I think not crossed out. That's good. Yeah.
Yes, but also, so sadly, he's passed. He's not on this mortal plane anymore. It's very upsetting. And I know I brought up earlier that this isn't a shared list, but his name's on there. So that makes me wonder if there is some demonic creature out there going after the soul of my child, adopted child.
And again, there have been many lists, and as you reasoned, the reason Bezlok's name may have been crossed off this list may have been through that direct relation. So through similar reasoning, perhaps your son's name is crossed off of somebody else's list.
Hey Mordecai, you got like a son that's on here?
I didn't have time for children.
Right. Also, it'd be weird if you were writing this list and you had to write down your own kid's name on it and you didn't know why. I think that would raise some alarm bells if that was the case.
I have a question or two on that.
I don't think I would let that pass without saying or asking some questions.
The crawl?
Yeah.
You got anything here?
I doubt it, but I'll take a look.
P-Crawl, you don't recognize any of these names.
Nope. No, don't know any of these names. That's a funny name. It's a weird name, but I don't know them. Or anyone else.
Is Wyman's soul still around? Wyman? He's not here with us. That's right. We left him.
Yeah, no.
He went back to the forest.
Did you guys not bring Wyman with you?
Oh no, we did. That's
Wyman
right.
was
He evac'd
saved
with
from
us.
the cell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
There's nothing else to be gleaned from this list at the moment.
Okay.
Brahms
Well,
approaches the group of you, and if there's nothing else to do here, he suggests perhaps it is time to go back to the light at Green Acres.
I got another ward of recall. I can get us there.
Does anybody else have anything to take care of here?
We're not in town or anything, right?
No,
You're
but
still
we'll
in
be
the
close
Temple
to
of the
one.
Frozen Duke.
Oh, we haven't left yet. Okay.
No. Brahms explains that he will take the stone with him and use this as a place and a way to trap demons and devils. Perhaps when the time comes, Rispatung will be on that list. And so, would you then travel to Green Acres?
I'm down.
Mordecai, anything? This is your place.
I think so. I'm with you.
All right, everyone, start singing "Kumbaya." Kumbaya,
Beautiful.
kumbaya, and I just cast.
And so the group of you would find yourselves at Green Acres, recently having accomplished these great victories.
Woo!
Brahms, has found his voice, and he wishes to explain some of the circumstances. And he knows that the Master of Order is using the Council to take over magic sources. And the Master of Order thinks that she can communicate with the World Beast to learn where its riches are hidden. She also believes that she can defeat this creature after it has revealed its spoils.
Oh, yeah?
Sounds good.
Good. You got this one under control then? Good? Great.
All right. What do we say? How about we take a rest?
Are we not rested?
You guys can rest. That is fine. Do you have anything that you need to do during rest?
Recreate Boo Boo. Wait, no, Boo Boo survived that one. Never mind.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
Okay, I suggest we find ourselves refreshed and ready to discuss what's going on the next day.
Let's do it.
Brahms explains that before they banished him to the frozen north, they made him sing to the world beast, and his song was so beautiful that it made the Girobolsh Groza cry. And when this beast cries, it creates these demi-planes that we found ourselves in. These are the tears of the Girobolsh Groza, the tears of the primordial. And the master thinks that they can use them, they can enter them, the way that Therazessa did. Therazessa has this knowledge now. She knows where all of the magical sources are in the realm. The beast seeks to thaw itself and to restore these sources to its own uses, to its own devices, so that it can enjoy them for itself.
All right.
What do you all have in mind to do?
Well, we're next to a town. It's a few hours journey from here.
Right, Green Acres is near Fundar Stadur. It's maybe a half day's travel by foot, and there are shops and two or three communities there that you can explore.
I say we go to town and pick up supplies for anything that we need. Bezlak, you seem to be foaming at the mouth to go to a place of civilization.
Yes, I can make magical items. I can start a acid factory. I mean, there's literally no end to the amount of things that I can do once I have the resources.
And so Green Acres is a sanctuary
Yeah.
now because of the magic that Reynold has cast upon it. And so the group of you plan to all go to town, is that correct? Okay. Fundar Stadur means meeting place. And you, Reynold and Mordecai, you've been here in the past. You're familiar with these establishments, especially the Red Saber-Tooth Inn, run by Dasha, who considers herself and represents the community as the governor. And if you have no other means of travel, will you be walking?
I'll be riding Boo Boo, but yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay,
We can Boo Boo can easily pull a sled if people want to take breaks, and we keep moving forward.
Sure. It is dark and stormy, but you don't run into anything else dangerous other than the storm on your way there. So when you arrive, there is the kind of downtown area with a large, what in the past was an open air market that seems to have been abandoned. And then there are establishments, an inn, a bakery, coffee shop, a smith, and a general store. And then across from town, there are the Silver Spoon mines.
Oh, been a while.
Reynold, what do you have in mind to do while in town?
I'm gonna check in at the Red Saber-Tooth Inn and meet with I forgot her name.
Dasha.
I know Dasha. And just check in and see what's going on since our departure. Last time we were here, there was a Order of the Horde, correct? That was threatening to siege them if we didn't return a dragon's horde.
That's right, and you made dealings with Periastocles.
So I go up. I dramatically open the indoors and say, "Look who's back! I'm not dead. Hello, everybody."
Okay.
See if anyone remembers me.
And P. Crawl, what do you have in mind to do?
P. Crawl is going to I think he's just gonna kind of wander around town while everybody else is doing their shopping. He doesn't really get into towns very often, and he doesn't like them to stay, but he thinks they're neat. So he wants to just kind of watch the things happen and just see the silly little people in their silly little town do their silly little things.
Okay. As you walk about, you notice that the town is starkly empty. Not many people on the street at all. And then Bezlock, what do you have in mind to do?
Well, I head straight to the blacksmith.
Okay. And you know this smith is named Celeste, and she owns the Iron Cobra. Reynold has worked with her in the past.
Yeah, I definitely told you to mention my name.
Okay, I definitely do that when I walk in.
And Mordecai, what do you have in mind?
I want to go with Reynold if I can, and maybe see about getting some better armor.
Okay. And Reynold, when you open the doors, with you comes the storm behind you, and a flurry of cold air, and all the guests turn their heads, and they seem to be engaged in quiet conversation or silence. And a man approaches you quickly. He has many trinkets and satchels hanging off his belt. Shh, quiet! Shut the door. And come in.
Boy, yeah.
Okay. I kind of just
Sorry.
gently close it.
And so I will have here with me Reynold, P. Crawl, and Mordecai. Is that right?
Yeah, I will have tagged along, I guess.
Okay. Yes, yes, you have come, no doubt, to pay respects to the Duchess.
Dasha?
Oh, Dasha's here also, behind the bar. She's quite busy, though.
Oh, so like a new bear or some such has been
Oh,
installed.
really? You've got to be kidding.
I
You don't know.
No, I
The
don't.
utmost? The savior? The one that will lead us out of this darkness? The one who brings the light, and the light is with her?
The one who will lead. Yeah. You forgot about the
If you
The one
don't
who
know
leads
the
us out
Duchess,
front.
what are you doing here?
Duchess, Reynold.
What are you doing? What are any of us doing here?
Can I
Reynold,
look
you get a
for
telepathic. You get a telepathic message from P. Crawl that is a just sort of a nudge of like, come on, man, just roll with this. You're gonna get us in trouble.
I'm gonna say, oh, sorry. It's been I've been in a lot of fights. I'm quite scatterbrained.
yeah.
I've taken a lot of hits. My memory's not as well as it used to be, but I can still fight. I'm gonna get a drink at the bar, if you don't mind.
Yes.
It's been a while. I kind of like awkwardly like shuffle away from this guy, and I go up to the bar and I like order a drink and I wait until Dasha like comes near.
And you hear this man kind of step off and begin telling a story of the Duchess's magnificence to the other patrons of the bar here. And Dasha walks towards you. Reynold.
Hey,
It's so good to see you.
You guys have like a cult now? What's happening?
A cult? You took care of the cult, right?
Yeah, is this guy's talking about like a duchess?
Oh, yes, she has a great vision for our city. Yes, you might want to meet her, but she's very busy. She came from Omnis on behalf of the council, and I must say, it's very impressive what she's been able to do for us so far. Yes.
Can I make a... I don't have detect magic. Darn. Can I try and see if she's being like charmed at all, or magically or otherwise? If she genuinely thinks this is like a good person.
Sure. Would you like to make an insight check?
Yes, I'm just trying to see if this is like a ruse she's putting up in public. A nat 20 for 30.
Nice.
You know, Dasha, if she's most excited about you meeting this Duchess, perhaps it wouldn't be the worst idea.
So this guy, this weird lunatic, is talking about her like having the light with her and her bringing good fortunes and stuff like that. Does all that check out?
Oh, it sounds absurd. But she seems to believe it.
I was asking Dasha.
Oh, I'm sorry. Check out. Yes. You see, I have a bustling tavern here, and most places are empty now. I know back in Omnis, everybody's just staying home.
Right.
But here, we're making it along. We're all right. Yes,
Can
the
I-
Duchess. The utmost.
I would like to. Oh, sorry. So it's been a while since I've had communication with anybody in Civilization. Mordecai, come over here. Crawl, come on. I got someone to introduce you to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be of service.
So, Dasha, you know Mordecai. He's changed a lot. And
I
then
call
this
it
is
personal growth.
this is Crawl. He's new with us. Jules. Jules he's not dead. He's just doing his own thing. If you were worried about that. But Crawl is here tagging along, and I guess I want to schedule an appointment with this Duchess. or just meet her as soon as I can?
Oh, I
It
don't
seems
handle any of her scheduling. I know that she's very busy, though.
like, what does she do? Like, on the day-to-day? Like, what do you see her do on the day-to-day?
We don't see her much. She usually has very important meetings. Yes.
You said she was from the Council of Order?
Do you know her name?
Yes, Duchess, Maroka.
I
Who
looked to
brags?
Mordecai.
Who brags about a duchess and then doesn't take us to see them?
Does that name ring any bells?
No.
I'm gonna whisper into Reynolds' ear. I don't think it's anyone important.
Okay. Remember,
At least not anyone I know.
and I kind of like whisper this, but like not like too quietly. So maybe Dosh can over here, like, remember, we're kind of war criminals. And this is a Council of Order person.
I think we'll be fine.
Wait, war criminal? No.
Okay, maybe we did a little, a little something, something.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I don't
I mean,
care.
did we break all the laws? Maybe.
We just look.
Oh, the law.
But
We were fine with literally everything they gave us except horse theft.
I mean,
I'll fight that in court.
And so there's definitely a strange kind of air about this town. And something's a little bit off compared to the last time you were here. Bezlock, you go to the Iron Cobra, and Celeste is a Yuan-Ti, and she seems very skilled at crafting basic weapons and tools, judging by the wares on her walls. Hi, come in. Yes, come in.
Oi, hail!
It looks like you're all suited up. What can I help you with, young sir?
So I guess I have never done any sort of trade skills with you before, Ben. So what do you have, like a set of rules or
What do you have in mind? What are you looking for here?
I'd like to make Mordecai I have an item that essentially, with my right tools for the job thing as an artificer, I can turn my tools into a tattoo gun. And I need
Very nice.
special metal ink that I know how to make. I just lack the materials.
I remember doing this.
Yeah, so I just need to ask about certain kinds of adamantium ink. I need powdered adamantium, essentially. Not adamantium. How do you say it? What's the one second?
What's funny is that my character in the campaign that's set in the future from this, I actually had like a similar set of artificer tools, because I don't think artificer was like a major class that we messed around with, but I essentially had the same thing as a magic item, and I made tattoo stuff.
Yeah, no, it's something that I love to mess around with
because it's very useful.
Yeah, and so I can do a barrier tattoo. I know the different types of infusing tattoos, and
Very cool.
yeah.
So
but I need
how much gold worth of adamantium do you need?
enough to do like a shoulder piece. So like probably 2 ounces of powdered adamantine.
What are you? So I'm sorry. What are you trying to create with this?
An ink that I can
right.
use
Okay.
in my tattoo gun, and then infuse Joel with a few AC.
So you'll need to buy like an adamantine armament or some raw material.
I mean, I can crush it myself, but I just need 2 ounces of adamantine.
What's the exchange rate for adamantine and gold?
I don't know.
Is that a...
What, you
Oh
don't
my
have that
gosh.
information on hand, Ben?
I mean, my entire armor set is made from it. So,
How much is your armor that's made of adamantine worth?
It is a legendary, wondrous. It is there's no way to price it. It's a one of a kind.
How much is a
50
basic suit of adamantine armor? Let's see.
It looks like 500 pounds of adamantine. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, we're
I'm
doing
trying
some
to
math.
find. I'm just looking at. I think the DMs usually set the price, but if mithril is 500 gold pieces a pound, adamantine is a tenth that, so 50.
Okay, looks like adamantine is listed at 500 gold.
Oh, really?
Um,
Okay. Well, I have that much.
So for like a shoulder piece, and maybe we'll need like a third of that.
You could probably get a discount too, because
Yeah,
you know
I only
me.
need like 2 ounces.
Sure.
So
You
I
need to
don't
spend 175 gold on this to get
Okay.
what you need.
Barter her down.
I'd be happy to make a deal. And I do. I will subtract that. And now-
Okay, very good.
Yep.
Do you need any hand axes or the like while you're here?
No, your work is great, but I'm good to go. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, young man.
And I walk back out, get on Boo Boo, and I start looking for the rest of the party.
Sure. And so you all have found yourself in the Red Sabertooth Inn in Bezlock. You can join them there. What business do you have here, the group of you? Do you need to restock on anything in town, or are you just looking for...
Potions.
what do you have in mind here, friends?
Oh, potions would be good
We definitely could use a grip of potions.
if there are any.
Yeah. I am not an alchemist, so I cannot. That's one of the few skills that Bezlock is no good at.
You can
Yeah,
purchase...
no, I just
Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
no, I don't have much in the way of gold to like contribute to this.
I
so,
mean, we just got some.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah, well,
get a potion
great,
for everybody.
By any
Yeah.
chance, you don't know how to make health potions?
what's that?
By any chance, would you know how to make health potions?
I can play the pan flute.
I have alchemy tools, but I don't have the knowledge.
I'm sure between the four of us, we could figure it out.
Yeah.
There are basic healing potions at the Shaved Cocoa Coffee Co. And Aljamain is happy to sell you potions of healing. Greater potions of healing are double the price.
Well, the way my coffers are set up, with my savings and my checkings, it's a little difficult right now.
Yeah. We just looted off 300 gold pieces in gems and 440 gold pieces in coins.
Did we split that up between us? Because I didn't add it.
We didn't do that yet.
I sure hope so, because I have 0 of everything.
We can do that right now.
I apologize. There is also a bag of holding in that loot.
Oh my lord!
The, Temple of the Frozen
let's
People.
open that baby up.
Unfortunately, in the bag of holding, there's only about 15 gold pieces worth of jewelry, and it's all really like crappy jewelry. So there's a lot of it. It's worth next to nothing.
Bezlock gets super excited when he finds this out. He has been on the hunt for a bag of holding because of the shenanigans he can do with it for many moons. Wants to he's trying to bribe the party like outrageously. I'll do anything.
We already got one. Here, take it.
Yeah, Bezlock should have that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yay.
So, all right. Well, how much is a basic healing potion? I know we asked this question a lot.
50 gold pieces.
50? Yeah.
50, and a greater is double.
Do we just want to spend all that gold we just got and just get a bunch of healing potions?
I feel like that's the way to go. Or at least half of it, and then we can divvy up the rest.
So potions of greater healing will be 200 gold pieces here.
Okay. So
Reynold,
yes.
you You don't want to stock up on diamonds just in case?
I have one revivified diamond. Bezlik, what about you? You have one, right?
I have a diamond, and I don't have any need for it. And maybe that's what I bribed you with for the bag of holding. Here you go.
Well, I have two of these now. Very nice.
Let me delete that out of mine.
Sounds like we don't need any diamonds.
Oh, Joel, did you get your cog ring from me? I made you a ring.
I don't think so. I
think you were gone that day. Yeah. So I spent a long rest building 3 cog rings, and I gave them out to the party.
Guys, this is crazy. I have 3 revivified diamonds. I think we're good on diamonds for now.
Oh, that's why I had the diamond. Was for my revivify. So yeah, whatever. It's fine. Let the cleric have it.
Wait, so
if you want it back, you can take it.
Nah.
All right.
No. Let him hold on to one in case he goes down.
Okay, I'll take it back.
All right, you take it. All right.
So what does the cog ring do?
It's a spell storing ring.
Yeah, it can store a spell slot for you. So you can store one spell.
What is the max level that it stores?
3, which is why it wasn't going to work for you. I
don't think it'll work for me. Yeah, because I have 5th level slots only.
Yep. That's fine. No worries. But you can keep it. I get better infusions down the line, and maybe something will catch your eye, and I can do it. But when I come up to the hotel, where are we at? We're at the
Red Sabertooth Inn.
The Red Sabertooth Inn. I'm very excited. I run up to Mordecai and I go,
does anything in your like religion or history preclude you from having tattoos?
Do I look religious too?
I mean,
you could argue that
you have a patron that was trying to kill us, and then we were killing devils, and who knows?
You look kind of like the worst part of religion, honestly.
Secretly, all along, I've been a faithful.
So, if I were to offer you a tattoo, because none of my normal infusions that I know right now are working, would that be something that would help?
What does this tattoo do?
I could raise your armor class by a few.
Well, actually, that's one of the things that worries me. I am of sturdy stock, obviously, but
quite striking.
But somehow, attacks always seem to find their purchase on me.
Okay, so the item that I'm thinking about, and I want to run this by Ben first, but it's a barrier tattoo. Ben,
what does that do?
I'll post it in the Discord.
It does require attunement.
Yeah. Wait, what? Is that a problem?
I don't know. Is it a problem, Joel?
I was under the assumption I'd given up the amulet of teleportation, or of
yeah, you gave it to
amulet of the planes, right?
Gave it to the big Minotaur, bro.
Brahms is happy to give that back to you. He was simply eager to get to the Temple of the Frozen Duke.
There, I pasted the link.
I think I would let him keep it. I think I would let him keep it because I know he was worried about his men, and he has an army to return to.
I mean, I still kind of have a panic button either way.
Yeah.
That was the main use of it. Really, was just
because last time we discussed it, for him to reach his army would take too long. So I think I would have let him keep it in order for him to get back and put up a front against Rasputin.
Okay. Brahms does explain also that he thinks that he should rejoin his army on the Western Front, and he needs to reconvene with Commander Plas, and hopes to reunite with you after you restore the light.
Does he want to not be a Minotaur anymore?
He seems to be fine with being a Minotaur.
And he can speak now too. So okay, cool.
Mhm.
But you know what, buddy? I get it. You know, the horns, it just, right?
I think it's a good look, and we're kind of rocking that together, Mordecai.
Like a direct upgrade he got.
You guys will never understand.
I will go to Trikeshnia, and I will organize our troops there, and we will wait for the light. That is when we will take the city back. Reynold, I'm depending on you.
You want to do that?
Yeah, no pressure or anything.
Yeah, real dependable over here. I already forgot what you said. Don't you worry, I'm your best choice.
We will find you.
Yeah, I could talk to you through sending. It's fine.
I'm going to go to the Silver Spoon Hills and purchase a large amount of silver. We're going to be facing devils, so.
Oh, you got to arm the army.
Yeah.
Keep everyone safe.
Later.
Brahms will leave the party at this point.
Well, a guy only hit enemies like twice.
Yeah, but also
For like a Minotaur that was supposed to be like a big tank, he kind of only did like a quarter of his job, but
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but he was big. He was distraction, but he wasn't.
I appreciate that he's willing to get into the fray.
Yeah.
He did seem more of like I get it why he's like a commander now. He knows what to do. He just can't really execute it really well himself.
Yeah.
I feel like we had so much in common.
So, those who can do, and those who can't lead armies, and the armies do.
Smash people's skulls.
What do you have in common with him? That you both got changed by devils
Something along those lines.
and horns? Anyway, I'm gonna buy a healing potion.
Yes,
So
I
I
will
have
be buying 2 as well.
okay. Everyone, I've split up the gold. Everyone get 110,
Okay.
Perfect.
and you can decide if you want a healing potion or not. I'm getting one so I can get back up.
So you guys can buy what you need from town, and the rest of the day will pass uneventfully. Most of the common folk are just interested in passing the time. There's not much commerce, and there's not a lot to do right now.
Man, this place is
so-
boring.
They're eating rat stew and getting drunk at the Red Saber-Tooth Inn. Do you guys have anything else that you need to do while in town?
I do.
So over the long rest, I'm going to create the needle that's necessary, and then create the powder for the tattoo, and then
Okay.
I just need a holy person to bless the water I'm going to mix in with the ink, and we're good to go.
Oh, bro, I got you. I just drink it and I spit it back into the.
There you
Vial.
go.
I mean, ale works too.
There you
That's
go.
good.
Blessed.
Yeah, there we go. Blessed.
Don't worry, it's completely sanitary. My body's purified of poison.
Yeah, he's holy. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, I slap you on the back of the head and I give you I give you guidance.
Oh, God.
I don't know if you'll need it, but here you go.
Yeah.
Were you good, Ben, on me crafting that, since I have all the necessary stuff?
What level did you have in mind?
Rare, so but minus the dex, so just bringing his up to 15 essentially, or I guess uncommon would bring him to 14. You're at 12 right now, Joel.
I'm at 13.
Okay, so yeah, it would be the rare, but the max you can get is +2 from it anyway. So
For rare, I need you to have invested a little bit more in the adamantine for this.
okay, how much? I have 385 left, so
and took 175, so 325 more for that,
Okay.
please.
Here,
Done.
Mordecai, you
Someone
want
will
to come
come your
help
way.
barter?
Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't you guys
What?
chip in a little bit?
Look, we know her. She's a cool Yanti. We could maybe strike a deal on some material costs.
She's not interested in striking a deal. You guys will have to come up with the gold if you want this.
I did it. I already paid it. You guys
Okay.
can pay me back later. I'm down to 85 gold though.
I would have Dasha have rooms for the 4 of you for the evening. You can stay at the Red Sabertooth Inn and head back to Green Acres in the morning if that's amenable to everybody.
Yeah. So that was the plan, right?
Mhm.
Unless there's anything else to do in town before leaving.
I wanted to, so this tattoo replaces armor, or
No,
is it a bonus?
you can't wear armor. If you're not wearing armor, then you get a +2. That's it.
Okay.
Does it
Maybe.
look really cool?
Yeah, I'm having one of the AIs design it right now.
What?
Uh-oh. It's definitely going to be cursed. Just kidding.
Well, I think that's the point.
Okay, so
That resolves my question, because I was going to ask about getting studded leather, but that would only get me to 14.
No, I got you. There we go. I
and
got it.
maybe more work over time could lead to an even better tattoo, perhaps. But
Yeah, we
very
could
cool.
add to it, but it'll cost like 2,000 gold to do the next.
Got to get the full sleeve.
Here, I posted what it's gonna look like. Boom. It's gonna encompass the NERP. So
Oh, ouch.
Very cool.
He's a strong fella. He'll take it.
if you lose your arm, then the tattoo is broke and you'll lose your AC. So just remember that.
I think we'll have much more bigger problems if he loses his arm.
like a dead tiefling.
So, funny thing, I actually do have a tattoo on my arm. My sword.
Is it that one?
No, but it is tribal.
That's actually a picture of Joel.
How'd you get that?
Huh?
That's weird, man. That's weird
How'd you
that
get
got
that, Davis? What are you doing, man?
How did you know?
He's
I
got
have
dossiers on all of us.
I
Oh,
actually do have a tribal shark tattoo on my
Davis, is that you, bro?
my shoulder.
No, that's not me.
He's like, let me look at the AI real quick.
No,
Check at my windows.
I'm way more jacked than that guy.
Well played, well played.
I
Okay.
also have no tattoos. All right, let's get on with it. Let's go kill something. I need to kill something now.
What do you want to kill, man? It's something
Wait, you
bothering
said that there was some shenanigans going on outside the town. Didn't you say something about that?
Something about giants.
Lots of shenanigans.
What are y'all trying?
Did you? Somebody
I'm not
said
sure
there
if
was a disturbance.
There's a disturbance.
There was like a.
Dasha, we're getting
A disturbance in the
bloodthirsty.
force.
We haven't fought something in 3 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Our characters have had like one day since a massive battle.
Listen, man, we're not at 3 HP yet, so what's going
I
on?
thought you guys wanted a little bit of pastime here. To
Yeah.
take care of
Dasha, we're
whatnot.
craving.
Well,
We
I'm
had
not
a
Gluttons
buddy.
for punishment.
All I want is a PC to last a month. So like, relax, guys.
So as soon as we rest, I just break into Joel's room and start tattooing him.
So that would go over much of the next day, probably the early part of the day. Have a good lunch, and then you guys
4
would
hours.
head back to Green Acres. There are dog sleds that can be commissioned. The ground is snowy, and that's the easiest way to travel. Somebody will give you a ride, a lift, and then they will come back. And they're actually eager to explore Green Acres after hearing that it has been liberated.
Yeah, we verified it. Took
We
a couple.
tell everybody. Or we would have if they gave us a deal on the adamantium, you know.
And there's kind of a strange, distant look in the eyes of the people here. Something's just off. So you travel back to Green Acres and you make your way up the long, winding hills to what is the sanctuary called here, Reynold?
Man, that's not the name. It would Green Acres. There was a cult here. It was a spa. Therizessa was turned into a water elemental thing here. There's the abyss right next to it.
Is there a map that we can look at?
I don't know. Anybody got any good names for this place?
I've never been here before, so
Mordecai.
This is the place that you guys have been teleporting to and from. Green Acres. You went to the Ice Temple and now back, and then to the city and now back.
I've only been there the one time, the 2 times that we ported in and out. I have no idea what's going on.
Sure.
Remember, you guys found me up north. I was working for the Drow and fixing bridges and crap.
And so if you look at this map, Fundar Sadur is located here, mostly a very small community. It's a handful of shops. Green Acres to the right, where the Green Hillock is, and then the Silver Spoon Mines to the north of there.
All right. And you said there was something going on in the mines?
Brahms had gone there to purchase a bunch of silver because of the rumors of devils, demons having overtaken Trikeshnia, and he has an army to arm. So he's a master of the forge. He wants to collect a bunch of silver before returning, but he's kind of gone on his own.
Okay. And do we have any undone quests or anything before we went on this little devil hunt?
Oh boy, do we ever. We got like 6 things.
Let's pick one.
So you guys are traveling back to Green Acres, and when you arrive, you see a familiar face, and this is the face of a half-dragon or dragonborn. Some Periastocles has the blood of a dragon, no doubt. And there he is, sitting in the sanctuary, yet to be named, as you please, Bodhi, Reynold. And you go beneath Green Acres to the platform where the faces of Makazel once sat. They've all been pushed into the abyss long since then. And so this cave is lit with light. And there you see a well-adorned dragonborn, fully armed. And he stands when you enter. Reynold, Mordecai, and you have other friends.
Yeah. Welcome to the Divine Respite Spa.
I like what you've done with the place.
Don't worry, there's just the abyss underneath it.
Yes, last time I was here, it was not in such stable hands. But it is good to see that you have returned and driven out the devils once again. Truth be told, I came here not only for the sanctuary of this place and the peace it offers, but to meet with you, Reynold, and your company.
Oh boy. You got what? You got like a big devil that you need killing? Like some like demonic figures appeared in your life?
Mine are the affairs of dragons. Only dragons.
Sorry, we've been doing that stuff for a while.
Yes. I know. I see that one of you still wears the face of Belial. Mordecai. I assume that is still you, friend.
It's a fashion statement,
Don't worry. We roll over a hell now, and he's got like a stick that controls the devil guy.
I have a reputation to keep up.
Yeah. So what's your concern? And Randall just pulls out like a journal with like 6 other like bullet points.
My concern is the horde. I collect the horde. I keep it for the dragons when they return. As you know, Shografleece is gone. But what many do not know is that she was slain by Anam.
That's not. It's weird because it could be correct, but it's also not correct. Anam killed Strogorfleas, you say?
Yes, the god of giants. But when Strogorfleas fell, Bahamut intervened and sent a canary as a vessel for the spirit.
Yes, this one.
Yes, Julia, right?
Yeah, it's Julia, is the son.
I've heard of her.
Okay, this is all right. So we got a giant lord now to kill. Because I assure Julia doesn't want to take that laying down.
Anam is a problem for another day, but first we must restore the light. You must bring Julia to Dragon's Deep to reintroduce Strogorfleas' spirit to one of the golden dragon eggs there.
Sounds
You
fun.
have no idea how helpful that is to know. Thank you. Is your group still around by chance, or was this kind of like a solo venture for you coming out here?
I always have armed accompaniment. They are up above, making use of the kitchen.
Would it be possible for us to have an escort to said egg to Dragon's Reach?
Going to Dragon's Deep will not be so easy.
Dragon's Deep, sorry.
At least you will not be able to go there as you are. The dragons would strike you down. No, first, before you go, you need a bit of regalia. The crown of the Dragon Watcher. Now, before Strogorfleas attained the skies, during the early wars between giants and dragons, the wearer of the crown was one with dragon blood, who watched over the dragon eggs in Dragon's Deep. But when Strogorfleas took the sky, Bahamut conceded to Queen Locriana a position of Watcher of Dragon's Deep. And so Queen Locriana is the Watcher now. But you all, the four of you, have borne witness to abominations, corrupted dragon eggs, and so Locriana has failed or become corrupt. And in case of Locriana's corruption, Bahamut provided Strogorfleas with leverage, and he allowed Strogorfleas to keep the regalia of the Dragon Watcher. The Golden Dragon distributed the crown, the robes, and the scepter of the Dragon Watcher throughout her hordes, in temples of the light throughout Gira. The crown is in Omnis, in the Temple of the Light. A group of Dragonborn who are loyal to the Golden Dragonborn have taken up defense. Loyal to the Golden Dragon have taken up defense of the temple. But I have recently lost communication with them. I cannot enter Omnis because of the violence that my kind has recently, in the darkness, the leaving day, afflicted upon humanity. They have no trust for us now, despite our diplomatic stance. So many of our lords and ladies have attacked the many settlements. But importantly, somebody is stealing and cursing eggs from Dragon's Deep. You must recover the crown, the scepter, and the robes, and bring Julia to her nest there.
Do you know where the robe and scepter are by chance, or you just know the location of the crown?
I do, but they will be a bit more difficult to attain, so I thought that we would start with the crown, if you were willing.
I don't know, guys. I kind of looked at everybody else. Do we want to prioritize the light going back into the sky first?
Seems like that might help with some other stuff a bit, yeah?
Strogorfleas is a powerful ally.
Oh yeah, it would be way more powerful. Yeah, maybe we should do the crown and scepter and robe stuff first. I don't want to like bring you guys on like a holy quest with me if you don't want to go, but this is kind of like a duty I gotta fulfill. I mean, we did a devil quest for Mordecai, and
You would not be able to do this without them, Reynold. I'm sure you know.
I could probably figure it out.
Yeah, tag along.
I'll come with.
A commander's only as good as his company.
Mordecai, are you coming with, or is this too holy for you and you're going to burn from all the sunlight?
Oh, for you, I'll give you a friendly discount.
Hey, I don't know what that means, but I will take it as a yes. Well, you got your holy crusaders. Now we got to go to Omnis, where we're war criminals. Great.
Sounds like
Awesome.
a plan.
Yeah, you know, it's not anything worse that we've dealt with so far, to be fair.
Horrible.
Yeah. I get Bezlek, are you a war criminal by chance?
No, I'm not very well known.
Wanted by any council.
Order, you know, bad group of wizards.
Every Temple of the Light has a teleportation circle.
Oh, that's good.
I know the sigil sequence for all of these.
You should probably come with us then.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
cannot go because it is complicated, but if I were to go and break the recent laws that have been made against us, I fear would result in a greater breach of trust. You see, many of the chromatic dragons. Chromatic should not start with chrome, right? If it's gonna not be represent metallic dragon. I mean, come on. Every time I'd have to double take like chrome. Anyways, sorry. He continues to explain that the chromatic dragons, have broken their accords. They have made violence against the people, and so the treaties that the metallic dragons have with people are suffering as a result. Periastocles insists he cannot go to Omnis now. That is why he has come to you. The horde is his order, so to speak, but in this situation he must call upon you.
Right. Can you write down these sigils for us so we have it on hand?
Yes, I will tell Mordecai, and Mordecai, you cannot write this down, but you may attempt to remember it. Please never write down the sigil sequences for the Temples of the Light. If this information fell into the wrong hands, it could prove a disaster. And he begins to show you this sequence. And will you please make an intelligence check, Mordecai, with advantage?
I slap him and give him guidance.
Okay.
I feel
Take
I'm
this
being
holy help.
overestimated. I feel like I'm being overestimated, but I'll take double the luck on this. I feel like I'll need it. Okay. Intelligence
Yes, please.
with advantage.
Yes.
And a D4.
And a D4. Okay.
Woo.
Statistically, you should do very well.
You say that.
Okay.
I've done worse.
You're able to memorize this. Now you can travel there from any circle of teleportation to the Temple of the Light in Omnis.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Sure. You can teleport to the Temple of the Light in Omnis from any circle of teleportation now. You're able to memorize this, Mordecai.
Okay. But I have to locate a teleportation circle, correct?
Right, to go there, yes.
Okay. I'll let you guys know that.
Can I ask this guy to tell me the sequences since he's not coming with and write them down in my notebook?
Try to
Do not
extract
write
this-
these down, young one.
Oh,
There should be no record of these. It would be most dangerous.
What if I were to write them on my body?
I would peel your skin off.
Jesus.
So let's not do this. Okay.
All right. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, fun.
don't let him take your skin. I just tattooed it.
Yeah, still tender. Okay. Well, we'll put off the devil problems on the other continent for a little bit. We'll get the light in the sky. When the light's in the sky, I assume that'll help us a lot in other matters. Bezlak, I know you're kind of collecting information. You're going to see a lot of like holy stuff here. I don't know if that interests you as like a technology sort of guy.
Very much so. I'm trying to cure my insanity.
And Mordecai, you know that in this Temple of the Light, there's a vast library in Omnis, with rare books and the like. Much of the Western Wing is an expansive library.
I'm gonna keep that little piece of information to myself.
I could maybe do a sanctuary, or I mean, I don't know if they would have the money for me if I got there, but I could potentially do a hollow spell it.
When you go there, if the hoard is still intact, recover it and please bring it back. I will give you these bags here for transporting it, and he hands you 2 bags of holding. Please return these. I would like to have these back.
Oh, we got like
Yeah.
4 of these now.
Oh yeah.
DM,
Yes.
recalling how the devils were arriving on this plane using holy items and things of that nature, holy places.
Right.
Would I know if this temple is maybe a target? Or a
This
potential target?
is a powerful source from ages past. This was originally a temple constructed by dwarves that was then altered to suit the followers of Shografles. So this would qualify as a powerful magic source of that type, yes.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to share that information with everyone.
Great.
So that might be a reason why we've lost contact with the people inside.
Oh, okay.
They may be under attack.
Um,
Are we prepared? Do we have silvered weapons and things of that nature?
we got magic weapons. I mean, we've been fighting devils this entire time, so I think we're set on that skill set.
I don't need silver to slay devils.
Your reputation precedes you.
Yeah. Okay, I guess.
No. I think we got everything we need. Can face off these fellas here. Mordecai, you got everything you need.
Why are you
Sure.
looking at him like that?
I'm just asking the question. He's asking about all of us.
Mordecai got what he needed.
Well,
I have you, don't I? That's all I need.
Oh, it's such a beautiful line that I
He's
would
sweet.
trust a
He's
lot
a
more if he
sweetheart.
didn't have a demon face. Would have a little bit more credibility to it. But
hard to gold behind that horrible visage. I tell you that.
It's the
Yeah.
devil, heart of gold.
Face of a devil. Staff of a devil. Now.
Horns of a
It's just
devil.
a lot.
It's
The horns. I don't want to bring up the horns.
oh,
but-
we could get you a
Yeah,
crown
yeah.
to wear when we get to this temple of the light.
Yeah,
You could wear the crown, and then you could get the holy scepter.
I feel like you're going
I feel like
in
I
the
need a
wrong
cape.
direction.
No, because it would cancel out, right?
Only one with dragon blood can wear the crown of the Dragon Watcher,
He's
Reynold.
got like horns and stuff.
Oh, the sense of humor of your group confounds me. I will be in the kitchen,
Me too.
and you
All right,
know that
goodbye.
there is a circle of teleportation here at Green Acres. You haven't been able to make use of it yet because you haven't known any other locations. But again, this was a resort for wizards and the like, so I'm sure many of them traveled here in that way.
Can I try to memorize this one? To be able to
yes, you can make note of it if you like, or you can simply try to memorize it, and I'll allow you to do either.
I'll just take notes then in that case.
Okay.
I'll do
That's
it
probably
on my,
safer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have enough
It's
paper.
a
I think.
whole directory on these.
You never know when we might need to come back.
Periastocles recommends rest up. If you need a blade, you can take mine, but it looks as though you're all well equipped and well experienced.
I don't know. Is it magical? That was a joke. I'm not going to take
giving you my blade, Reynold.
I'm not going to take it regardless. It's fine.
It was a gesture of kindness and friendship.
Yes, and
You
then
took advantage.
I ruined it. It's like when someone says, "Oh, can I get you a drink?" You're supposed to say, "No, I'm all right," even though if you want one.
I'll get you a drink, but you cannot have my blade.
Oh, that's fine.
So nonetheless, you have the location that you have agreed to go to try to retrieve the crown of the Dragon Watcher, as well as a good piece of Shograflees' hoard. Metallic dragons, their hordes might be distributed throughout temples of their followers rather than the traditional dragon horde that a dragon is sleeping upon. That seems to be the case with Shograflees. Right now, we're going to take a short break from the adventure, and we'll be back in 13 minutes, and we will get this adventure underway and see what dangers await.
All right.
Bum, bum, bum.
What are you like?
So that's why you're Kratos.
I had ways to survive, but
Is that what your character was based off of? Kratos?
oh,
What's that
actually, my character was based off of Zangief from Street Fighter,
Oh, okay.
and then just like expanded upon. I just wanted to make a big, like, gnarly grappler who also did pro wrestling moves.
The character concept.
I'd like to play more, but I can only do so much D&D. That's allowed by my wife, so.
Yeah.
Just play 5 days in a row. It's fine.
Dude, I did 4 days in a row recently, and that was kind of too much.
I applaud you. It's something you have to do once, and then you just
Then
don't do ever again.
Then you have to
dropped
do
one of
extra
my
things around the house, also.
Yeah.
Like,
I definitely dropped my extra game. I only have 2 games now.
Oh man, I
we're
played
back
so
live.
much D&D. I neglected my children. Oh, hello everybody.
So when we took our break, we were kind of getting into the crux of things. You have your mission before you. You've agreed to go to retrieve the crown of the Dragon Watcher. And this will take you to the Temple of the Light in Omnis. This is a temple to Shograflees.
And if I'm correct, this is the same place we sent that group from the station that I cast my first hollow spell at, and we're like, you can't come with us. We need you to go.
You asked
somewhere else.
Mystico to go back to Onthuld and try to establish
It was Onthuld.
your following there. Have you checked in with Mystico at all?
No. I
No.
kind of set and forget. I had a lot on my mind. Okay, I need the spell slots.
We got a
I've
lot
been
to
doing
do.
too
I'll
much.
admit that. I was expecting.
Wait, Reynold,
said set
would you
and
like to
forget.
send him a message?
I can. Yeah, sure. I'll send a message to him. To Mexico.
Sure. You hear from Mystico, and you're able to communicate. He explains that the seas have begun to freeze over, and he did not leave the Frelsey shipyards. He has stayed there at Chucker Dory's, where you made Second Light. So he has been going between Chucker Dory's and First Light, which is on the perimeter of Trikeshnia, the rail yard that's just outside of Trikeshnia. And Second Light is Chucker Dory's, which is right along the coast in the Frelsey Bay. So yeah, you're able to get kind of that basic information through your magical conversation.
So he defied me, didn't do as I said. I'm going to review his performance in the next cult meeting. I mean, meeting that we have when that happens. Don't worry about it.
Did you say cult meeting?
I kind of have a cult.
All right.
Sort of.
Yeah. Okay.
Religious group.
It's more of a religious group because a cult is like not a lot of people, and it's kind of like a good amount of people.
Seen some pretty
Starting
big
to be
cults.
more and more people.
Yeah, It's funny that the light coming out of the sky is bringing a lot more followers to it. Seems like people really care about something once they lose it. I'll say I planned this all along. You know, that seems like a good deal to me. To say this was the plan to get followers.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
No, it's a little manipulative, but it's fine. You know, all in the name of the light and all that.
And then we'll charge them for membership.
Yeah, exactly. The church fees. It's for more hollows around the world. If everybody chips in 3 to 4 gold, like a month, eventually they ship it all to me, and I can cast hollow on certain areas in the world and expand the influence of the light and become the dominant religion of the world.
Do you guys have anything else to take care of before you set out on your mission for world domination?
Does anybody need a different infusion, or they want to try something else, or
I love my tattoo.
I'm quite happy with what I have.
Very,
keep
very
the lotion on that? You know, we got to keep it covered. You know, do the whole
Okay.
treatment, please.
I have like no cover on it. Like I'm just trying to show it to everyone.
Oh, cool! I
I
slap it.
I was gonna say, every time I see the tattoo, I'm gonna slap you on.
He'll learn by pain.
Is this the only
on you. I enjoy
tattoo
it.
you do?
Yes. So essentially, in order to do other types of tattoos, I need 500 gold. I don't have 500 gold.
All right. So, but just like in theory, if you did, you could do something a little different than this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
As I
right.
start to look up magic tattoos that aren't attunement.
No, they're all attunement.
No, there's
Yeah,
some
I
that
think-
aren't, but they're like spell storing ones mainly.
Yeah.
Let's got this thing. Maybe you could sell it for something. And I hold my original Pact of the Rod Keeper.
Yeah,
You think it's worth anything?
I probably to like a devil. I don't think like a normal guy is gonna know what to do with this.
I mean, is
Just
there
like
a
a-
warlock guild?
It was,
Is there a
it's
warlock
very
guild?
useful to me.
Mate,
Is there an organized warlock like guild or something in this world?
the only thing I can think
No.
of is the Order of the Horde might be. That seems warlock adjacent.
You know what? Maybe I'll hold on to this and pass it along to someone.
Probably, yeah. You like your apprentice that you
Yeah.
get when you become an evil lord.
Yeah, it's the rule of 2, right?
I'm sorry. When he becomes a what?
Do you not understand? This is the plan all along.
Yeah, it's the rule of 2. I
Yeah,
have to find
he
an
becomes an
apprentice.
evil lord. I become like a sun priest, and then we're just friends. And then there's no war.
Yeah,
Oh.
you know, you have to have light and shadow.
Yeah, it's like
Well, yeah.
it's like a connection thing, you know.
Yeah.
Because if he dies or I die, then they don't know who each other are, and then a war really starts.
All right, but like, how evil though?
I mean, I wouldn't worry about it. I've got like 5 years in me at most.
Before you
Oh,
die,
How much damage can I do in that time?
I don't know, you do a lot.
I mean, look at me, I'm old.
You find a way to get, and you can stop your aging process for sure. I feel like you could do that.
That's the plan.
Classic immortality. You just become a lich. Easy.
But then what about my good looks?
That'll transfer over. The horns will stay at least.
I do like the horns.
Yeah. Like he's showing his skin anyway.
And so the time has come for you to embark on your mission. And Mordecai, it seems as though you will be the one making use of the circle of teleportation.
Gather round, friends. I will open the portal for us.
Please make an Arcana check.
I slap him.
Oh, God.
Give him guidance.
Okay.
You said Arcana?
Yes, please.
Okay, and this is no advantage, right? This is normal.
Yes, with guidance.
Okay.
And I like the way that we play guidance as a reaction. And the dungeon dudes were talking about making guidance a reaction, and I think that's what they're doing with 1D&D. So maybe we'll talk more about that in the chat. But I think that's a good way to play it. Actually,
I get the thing of like doing it in preparation, but more often than not, someone just starts doing something, and it's more likely than not important.
I'm gonna add Devil's Own Luck on this because I rolled pretty low.
A 10 so far.
Warped.
Plus a 10.
Ooh.
Oh,
Hey, that's 20.
Oh,
And
boy,
so-
why is this portal glowing a little bit red?
The group of you gather into the bathhouse. In the back, there's a study, and at one point you had found a wine cellar, and actually there's a hidden passage in the wine cellar that leads you to this circle of teleportation. Whoever has made this place does not want it known for public use. You leave that place magically, and when you reappear, you find yourself in a 15 by 15 foot room with a stone floor, and the ceiling is roughly hewn stone, carved away just enough for a very tall person to stand at their full height. The ceiling perhaps 7 feet tall here, and I will move you guys to this map. Please let me know if you can see here. You should be at the top left of the map.
I can see.
I see it.
I'm gonna go ahead and detect evil and good. So out to 30 feet of me, I can tell if there is aberrations, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
Okay, and you maintain your concentration on this?
Yes, I'll keep it up
Okay.
until I decide to drop it.
Okay, and P-Crawl, you want to cast protection from good and evil?
No, I didn't mean to actually post that up. I was looking at it.
Oh, okay.
I
no
might
worries.
cast it. I'm not doing it just yet though.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Disguise Self to make myself look like our cleric,
Yeah,
our cleric.
kind of be a little bad for you to be wearing that face in here.
So I'm gonna look like like a copy of Reynold.
There you go.
Oh, I thought you said Derek. You don't want to do good deeds in his image.
No, God no.
Ruin all that work he's done.
I've worked so hard.
I am gonna go ahead and cast that on myself. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do protection from evil and good.
Okay, you can do that.
I'm gonna take points so I can at least get a good feel for what's ahead of us, because I'm essentially just a radar right now.
Sure, you're in a rather small chamber that looks to be devoted to just the cause of this teleportation circle. There's a small bookshelf of very common books that Mordecai already has copies of. And there is one passage leading out of this room. It goes steeply uphill. You can walk over the rocks, and there's no danger in doing so. But you come to the end of this hallway, and it's wood paneling. And this seems like a door, but there's no doorknob.
Do I detect anything within 30 feet of me?
You have
No.
not yet.
Okay. No doorknob. No keyhole either. Is it just like a slab door?
That's right.
I try to shift it to the left.
Do you use all of your strength, or you just try to do so dexterously?
I try a little bit to see if it budges, and if it like meets some resistance, I'll just try with my strength.
Okay. Please make an athletics check.
Okay. Can I give myself guidance on this?
Yes.
Hey. Because funnily enough, my athletics is not the best. Oh, sweet.
And when you first apply pressure, it starts to move nimbly, but then jams. You just use your strength, and there's a scraping sound, a squealing,
Oh,
and you're able to just push this, what appears to actually be a bookshelf, out of the way. And it slides into the wall at kind of an angle behind another bookshelf, opening a passageway into a very large library. There are ladders leading up to the second and third levels of this library, and I'll move you all past this door. I don't have it fleshed out with decor. I was in a little bit of a rush getting this map ready, so apologies on that. But you could picture tables every 5 feet or so, long tables for study, and then just walls and walls of books, very neatly organized until they get to the very top, and then some of the piles have fallen over and spilled over onto the ground even. But here you find yourselves in a library. And you actually hear a conversation from the next room. As you enter, to your left, there are 2 doorways, one near and one, 30, 40 feet ahead. And you hear conversation of people coming through these hallways, these wide hallways.
I'm going to get up close to the doorway and see if my spell picks up anything.
There doesn't seem to be a doorway. It's just a large arched hallway, about 15 feet high, 10 feet wide, and just made from uniform bricks. As you peer around the corner, you see a long table, and you see many people seated there eating. You see among them some dragonborn. Golden scales adorn their bodies, and it appears as though they're sharing a meal, as many would do in a Temple of the Light, either at the coming or the leaving of Shogreflees, a meal at dawn or dusk. This is who knows which one this is at this time, because the light has left so long ago, but they are having this meal nonetheless, and you have witnessed it.
Okay, so these probably aren't bad people then. I was afraid we're gonna come in here and they're gonna be like under siege.
These
Start slaying everybody.
It doesn't seem to be any sense of violence or anything like that here.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little goof then. I'm gonna drop the detect evil and good, and I'm gonna cast the 90-foot light on myself.
Okay.
From around the corner, and I'm gonna start walking into sight.
Okay.
With my shield and hammer raised, like, gloriously.
P. Crawl, what do you do? As Reynald strides forward, brandishing light, quite magnanimously.
First appearance.
P. Crawl is going to cautiously follow behind.
Okay.
Not like charging right up with them, but just stand within within arm's length to keep an eye on his short little friend here.
And still focusing on your protection of from evil and good.
Yeah, still keeping that up. Yes.
Bezlock, how do you proceed?
I just I dismount from Boo Boo, and I just slowly following Reynolds in.
And Mordecai?
The other Reynald.
The other Reynald, you mean? I can't allow him to enter alone.
Oh, brother. We must show them the light.
I'm gonna walk in with Reynold shoulder by shoulder. Obviously, I'm not shining as he is, but
No.
hopefully they don't notice that. I'm just gonna stand next to Reynold.
Okay. And a group of them stand and turn to greet you. Everybody else, there's perhaps 30 or more people here feasting, and 3 or 4 of them stand and greet you. Oh, done studying then? Wait a second. And they start to like do a second take.
It is I, the light. I've come to you in your
the light.
darkness.
I'm gonna repeat everything he says.
And they seem to be confused, and just the conversation about the table goes dead silent, and the hall is quiet. There's light here, torches along the walls, and you hear a shout from the front of the temple to the south. Hey! Something coming! And then you hear a loud thud, and another thud. And I'll move you all into the dining hall here. The wood texture in the middle represents a very long table, and there are people just all around this table eating. But the sound that you hear is to the south. I'm sorry, let me edit the page and just grant light to the full room.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians then. As a 3rd level,
Okay.
because it seems like trouble's a brewing.
And indeed, you hear another thud and the smashing of wood and steel, and you see a large figure moving down the far hallway to the south. It's green, a large green serpent. This is a dragon, and it slithers forth. It narrows its winged shoulders as it squeezes through the hallway, and it finds itself between these 2 pillars to the south here. Everybody please roll initiative. And behind the dragon, you see something that looks like an abomination of an orc or a demon. Reynold, you might think it is an orc at first, but it's surely a demon. And with it, there are a handful of orcs that come plowing through the door, the remains of it.
Yes, saddens me.
All right.
That'll be a 7?
Did we figure out what these were already in the back?
Oh, I'm sorry. These are statues. One of Shogherfleas on the left and one of Bahamut on the right.
Okay. And this dragon is neither of those 2.
No. This
is a black dragon.
All right.
It looks about viciously, and there's the table of people gathered. They shriek, and among them are warriors who stand and they pull their swords and shields. But the people who are not warriors go to climb under the table. The acid breath spews from the dragon's mouth and drenches the table, and the people seated here feasting, and a good number of them are felled immediately.
That's not good.
So I'm looking at so 30 feet to there, and then another 30 feet.
And you can climb under the table for cover. You can occupy the same space as a pillar for partial cover, a +2 to your AC. Or you can occupy the same place as one of the statues for cover. And give me a moment. I will roll my initiative.
Black dragon, huh? It's an ancient, you said?
It's hard to say. This is the largest dragon you've ever seen, though.
Jeez.
Any of you?
I'm munching down on fruit snacks, guys. Share that little tidbit.
Fruit snacks.
Yeah,
Healthy and delicious.
let's get a sponsor. It's Mott's Fruit Snacks.
Those are the good ones.
Yeah, dehydrating me further with my Sprite and hot pot pie diet.
So, as this battle ensues, P-Crawl, you'll have the first action, but there are people here who are in danger. If you take measures to, usher people to safety or do something of the like on their behalf, then you can grant advantage to somebody else or to your next action. So keep that in mind for everybody. As always, though, there is just the direct threat of the dragon as well. P-Crawl, you're up first.
Okay. All right. So I am going to use my movement. Let's see what we get. It's not quite. Can't quite get to him. Okay. So I'm going to run up as far as I can. So that's 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. I took the mobile feat with this last level up, so I have 45 feet for my movement speed now.
Nice.
So I'm gonna get up to here. I'm gonna hop up onto the table. I'm going to use my bonus action. Is this bonus action? Yeah. Bonus action to choose to use my planar warrior to mark the dragon as my my target for that, and then I am going to hold an attack action for if the dragon gets within melee of me, or any other threatening creature. And then just quickly, as I hop up on the table and I draw the weapon, I'm gonna just kind of look at the innocent people around me and be like, "Well, go on, go. You're not gonna fight it." Just kind of shooing them, trying to get them out of here.
Okay. Would you like to make a persuasion check?
Yeah, either I don't know how you want me to do it, because I'm telling them that, but I'm also like trying to position myself to like to make myself like kind of take the attention off of them from the dragon. Put myself more. So I don't know if you want persuasion check for them or a like intimidation for the drag. No, wait. Let's go persuasion. You were right the first time. Never mind.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh shoot! All right, 22.
And the people just snap. Some of the food kind of falls out of their mouth that they had stopped chewing. They quickly duck beneath the table, start crawling towards the back of the room. P-Crawl, is that all from you?
Yeah, that's it for me for this round.
Okay. And sorry, need to switch the scene over here. And from the hall, the entry hall, where these orcs, led by this demonic, vaguely resembling an orc, rushed in. Their leader seems to be the more maligned looking one. 15, 20, 25, 35, 10, 20, 25. And
shoot.
This creature rushes forward quickly, moving swiftly.
What was that?
Immediately towards you, P-Crawl.
Okay.
And as it does so, it pulls from its back a great sword, and you see that it must be trained in using this as it swings it quickly. I don't suppose a 12 will hit.
No, 12 will not hit. Also, is this thing any like a fae or not fae, like a fiend or undead? Or
Oh, this
like
is
that?
appears to be a fiend. Yes, you
Okay.
sense the evil within it.
All right, so it does have disadvantage on attacks against me then, because I still have
Okay.
protection from good and evil up.
Very good. And after swinging with its sword, it reaches forward, its neck muscles rivaling Mordecai's. It tries to bite you. A 9 will
That'll
miss.
miss too. Yep.
And from the hallway, the orcs that entered with it move up, kind of hesitating behind the dragon before rushing through. And they are all in the hall here next to you, P-Crawl. And now, Bezlok, will you roll a d20, please? Just a straight d20 for a tiebreaker here on initiative. Okay, next is Bezlok the Insane.
All right, Bezlak. So he feels incredibly small. Is there a dragon fear or anything like coming off of this dragon? Am I sensing his presence in any way?
So for me, I would use frightful presence on its turn. So that hasn't happened yet.
Okay. So Bezlak starts moving up. He gets behind this pillar and shoots a. Let's see. And he pulls his crossbow out, and the arrow that's on it is already glowing white. And he launches it a little bit, higher than you would normally see, and fires. And as it launches into the air, it separates into many different bolts and aimed at the group in front of him, the group of orcs.
Okay, so I need dex saves from them.
You need to do dex saves, and it's I think it's the dex save 16.
And if you're trying to use that pillar for cover, just occupy the same square as it.
Oh, okay.
And I'll make saves here, starting left, center, then right. And this is not with advantage. 12, 12, and 8. Oh,
That's
goodness,
all
okay.
misses. Okay, so that's 3d8 for each of them, plus 4. So you can pick which one does what damage to which one.
Just roll damage a single time for all of them. That'll be good.
Oh, okay. So it'll be 17 damage to each. Wait, no, my modifier doesn't get added. Never mind. It's just 13 damage to each.
Okay. And the orcs are all staggered and bloodied as they drop to a knee, kind of looking to their commander, second-guessing their decision, no doubt.
Hey, Ben.
Yes.
Welcome to the pincushion.
Sorry, I forgot on that last turn when that thing ran up onto me. Wouldn't that have triggered my held action?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I forgot about it too. So
I was wondering, but I figured you just, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and take that action, please.
Okay, cool. So it's 14 to hit him.
Actually, a 14 will hit.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Good to know.
All right, max damage on that one. 14 points of slashing. Second attack on that action. That's a 25. for 12 points of damage.
All right, solid.
Slash.
This creature seems to be battle hardened, relying on its agility to evade your strikes, but you do land 2 clean blows. It's still ready to fight.
Okay.
And Bezlock, your
So,
turn
yeah,
is. Sorry, that's all from P Crawl, right?
Yeah, that was just my held action. Sorry.
My bonus action, Boo Boo comes up and hides under the table near me.
Okay.
That's
And Boo
it.
Boo kind of like nudges in between some of the people down there.
Yep, he just wedges under the table.
And the dragon breathes deeply.
And we all die.
And would everybody please make a wisdom saving throw as the dragon has, rushed into the hallways. There are benefits to winning initiative, but, you're able to react quickly out of instinct. But now as the dragon, pulls itself out of the hallway and, rises up to its full girth, it is quite a frightful presence.
Be gone.
Okay. I have advantage on all of my wisdom saves.
Okay.
So I got a 21.
Okay.
That's a 15 for me.
Okay. And so Mordecai and Bezlock, you will suffer the effects of this frightful presence. So you'll be frightened for 1 minute.
Let me see. I think I have a thing for this.
And you can make a save at the end of each of your turn.
I don't have a thing for this. All right. Suck it up, Buttercup.
And as the dragon rears up, it looks annoyedly at its orcs who have been almost chopped down to size with ease. And it lets loose a spray of acid that extends in a line like a beam going through P-Crawl towards Bezlock. Please make dexterity saving throws. Bezlock and P-Crawl.
Okay.
Oh, that's not a dex save. Sorry, this is the dex save.
Mordecai, please make a save for me as well. This range of this is actually going to reach you as well.
I got a 22 for my save.
Save 21 for me.
You guys are getting some good rolls.
I don't have that
18?
9 from you, Bezlock.
No, that was a dex roll, not a dex save. I did.
Okay.
I hit the wrong.
Fair
button.
enough.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's an 18?
Oh, good. It's you guys. Okay. Lucky.
You sounded relieved. Why did you sound relieved?
I did? Okay. Well,
We're all about. To
I
get
sounded
melted.
a little disappointed to me, honestly.
that's how I felt.
Oh, boy. Jesus.
Oh.
51 damage you'll take half of as you're able to dive out of the way and, avoid most of this caustic acid.
Good God.
Jeez.
Cool.
And next is Mordecai. It is your turn.
Anybody got a banish?
Then, is there any way I can arrange to a fireball in a way to not hit my companions?
You want to aim a fireball at the orcs?
At the orcs, and if I can, at the dragon.
You can hit the demonic orc and the dragon without hitting P-Crawl, or you can hit the demonic orc and the orcs.
What's the range on it?
20-foot radius.
Yeah, he would get caught in it.
What if it's from one lower?
Those are the options: the 3 orcs and the demonic orc, or the demonic orc and the dragon.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with how this is laid out, there's no Y in D&D. It's all.
I'll take the dragon. I think. No, I'll take the orcs. I'm
Okay.
going to try to target the demonic orc and the orcs.
Good.
So please have them make a DC 19 dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Horrific.
Orcs are not very dexterous typically.
You don't say.
Fail.
And I will make 3 saves starting from the left. 2 and 3. 13, 20, 15, 13.
And that'll be for 10d6.
Ooh, that's a lot of big rolls.
Nice.
Nice.
You haven't done this in a while, have you?
Fire!
Bluey.
It's all the built-up energy that you just haven't used yet. That's why it's so powerful.
Blue, blue, blue.
And the 3 orcs erupt in flame and are slain. The demonic orc is bloodied.
Well,
And I'm going to use my movement to try to take cover behind one of the pillars,
Yeah.
because that was scary.
guys,
Okay.
if we capture the dragon, I can guess it.
Will that be all from Mordecai?
Yes, that's the end of my turn.
The dragon whips its tail violently at Pikral. A 27 will hit for 18 bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
And next is Reynold.
Okay. Seems like we are in some sorts here. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt on the remaining orc at first level. It's a 24 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. It's 15 radiant damage. Advantage on attacks until the end of my, or bad advantage on one attack until the end of my next turn. And then I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move to.
Don't line up. Yeah.
I'm gonna move to the other side. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Just so it just for the express purpose of it having to single out targets, and that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Again, the dragon stands before Pikral. It roars and swipes its tail. 17 to hit.
Yeah, 17. That's my armor class.
13 damage.
Don't worry, Procrawl. I got like 3 Revivify diamonds.
And Pikral, it is your turn.
Jeez. About time. Okay.
You're fine, right?
Yeah, I'll be fine. P-Crawl is going to do a quick like shift teleport just one space over, and he's going to attack the weird looking orc guy in front of him. He got lit up with a guiding bolt, right?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
So that's advantage on that attack.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Play that motherfucker.
Hi-oh.
Good. So that's a
Oh.
crit.
Ooh.
That's gonna do like 20 something damage. Let's go.
That'll be
No, it won't.
No, it's not. It's not the good one. All right. Well, there's 13 damage on him.
And your scimitar cuts down this demonic orc.
Perfect. Another teleport 10 feet over into the dragon's face, and I'm gonna take a swing at the dragon, which I do have marked with my planar warrior still. I did that like right at the beginning. So that's gonna be oh wait, no, that's not advantage, is it? So it's just a 15 to hit. That's not gonna hit, is it?
Miss.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Probably like
Okay,
20,
that's
20.
all right though, because that's been 2 targets, so that means I get a third attack. So we're gonna do another teleport over to this side of him. We're gonna take another scimitar attack.
Ooh.
27 to hit. That's got to do it, right?
That will hit. Are you guys keeping in mind who's frightened of the dragon on your turn also?
That just means we get disadvantage, right?
Yeah,
And you can't move towards it.
Right.
No.
I was not affected by the frightening. with
Okay.
right effect.
Okay, just
I made my save.
keep that in mind, whoever was.
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, so that's going to be 18 points of it's actually all force damage. I just have it on there wrong.
Very good.
Ooh.
Okay, and then I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20,
Good
5,
jerk.
35, 45
Hey,
away.
hey, what's up?
Jeez.
And no, I'm not gonna bother. Wait. No, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I'm just gonna drop back to there.
Okay, and Mordecai, make your wisdom saving throw to see if you're still frightened, please. From your turn.
I think he's good.
The
Guys,
Oh.
brave as hell.
I think he's
dragon
fine.
is actually
Maybe.
now afraid.
Yeah,
We-
the dragon's now afraid of him.
We've seen scarier stuff than this. This is low on the
Like-
totem pole.
like yesterday.
We made hell. You know?
P-Crawl, did you move all the way back?
I did.
Eat it. Yep.
I'm sorry, did it provoke? I missed that.
No, I took the mobile feat, so now anytime
Oh.
I use an attack action, I don't provoke opportunity attacks.
He's just a jerk that moves around a bunch and you can never hit.
Right, well, the fodder
wondering.
seems to have been easily dispatched.
I'm
And
envious.
the dragon finds itself alone here. Bezlock, you're up, and you are frightened of the dragon
I
currently.
am frightened. I do have advantage on all wisdom saving throws. So I will do my throw real quick.
You can make that save at the end of your turn. You can use
Oh.
this roll. I'll let
Okay.
you roll again at the end of your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to move sideways since I can't move forward. I'm going to move into this alcove diagonally, and I'm going to shoot a. No, F all that. I'm just gonna hit him with a firebolt as I go around the corner.
Technically, to move there, you'll need to move forward, but you should still be able to do that from your original location.
Like,
There's no diagonal. Like, that's what I mean when I say there's no Y in D&D in 5th edition. There's no diagonal
okay,
measurement,
I'll
unfortunately.
move back here then. It doesn't. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Occupy the pillar.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna move back to the hallway, but I'm gonna shoot first. So
And I'm sorry, is this a save from me?
what?
Or
No,
is
he
it
makes
a
he
spell
makes an attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it won't. I'm having trouble rolling it. I'm not sure why.
Oh, no worries. I wasn't
There
sure.
it goes.
Ah, yeah, that'll do it. 26.
Okay, and then. Okay, so 13 fire, and then I run back and I go across. Boo Boo runs as well to get out of line of sight.
Okay. And the will that be all from Bezlock?
That's it.
The dragon takes in a deep breath, trying to pull its saliva and just secrete more poison from its glands.
Please, no. Thank you.
And it stalks forward quickly. 15.
No, stay away from me. Don't come near me. Or do. It's your life.
Oh,
It leaps through the air quickly and easily, landing next to P-Crawl.
I need a wisdom save.
bye, P-Crawl. You poor,
What's that, Bodhi?
poor Chris.
I cast Spirit Guardians at the beginning of the fight, and he got within 15 feet of me. I need a wisdom save, or else he's going to take some damage.
Doesn't that reduce his movement too?
Irrelevant.
20.
Yeah, it wouldn't really matter. Any saves, so he just takes half of 3d8.
And first, as it lands, the dragon's maw extends and it tries to bite you with its extended fangs. A 19, P-Crawl.
Yep.
You'll take 12 piercing and 5 acid, and then the dragon rears back, slicing at you twice.
We crawl. I'm sorry.
It's cool.
I will have the dragon's loot.
No.
Hey-oh.
Ah,
I'll take it. A 26 hits and then a 31 to crit.
Yeah.
13 from the 26. And then 19 slashing damage from the crit.
Yeah, I'm down.
And the dragon roars triumphantly. Acid dripping from its maw, dripping around P-Crawl. Mordecai, you're up.
So, seeing Picrawl fall, I'm gonna hold my action to cast Polymorph on him if he should come back with any hit points at all.
Oh, okay. I understand.
I'm sorry, what's that now?
So I'm gonna hold my action to cast Polymorph on Picrawl if someone brings him back up.
Oh. Okay.
What is
Very good.
What does that spell do?
We'll see what happens. Reynold.
And,
Oh, sorry.
I'll look it up.
well, let's play it out. See what happens.
Reynold, you're up.
He sees that Mordecai just kind of like looking at Percrawl's body and is like, "Dragon, you don't understand. We're going to make magic here." And I'm going to bonus action cast Healing Word at first level on Percrawl. He's going to get 1d4 plus my wisdom. So that's a 1d4 plus 5. You get 9 hit points back. He has hit points now.
As soon as that happens, I'm going to release my Polymorph spell
Okay.
and polymorph him into a giant ape.
Okay.
Yeah.
P-Crawl, are you willing?
I
gonna
sure
hurt.
hope so.
It's gonna hurt, but it's gonna hurt less than dying.
Here's the thing. I'm willing, but I can tell you this much. I don't think I would have had the opportunity to resist.
Yeah, if you
You
came
know, I feel like the
conscious,
crawl literally he dropped back, the dragon swooped down, landed on top of him, pop, pop, pop.
And then he just hears Reynold say,
He
"Dragon,
fell
we're
over,
gonna make
magically
some
gets awake, and he's like,
science."
"Oh my god, I'm alive!" Oh, gee.
Trust in the process, Bicraw.
Now we got King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yes. The fight I've always wanted.
Okay, I gotta pull up a thing. What
Giant.
am I now? A giant ape?
Oh, I can give you access to that. One moment.
And then
It's
I'm
actually
gathering up
great.
quite the collection of.
Yeah,
Dude, that's a sick polymorph.
and go ahead,
I'm not
Bodhi.
mad at it.
so I, use my bonus action to do that. Effective area speed is halved, enters or starts turn out, so it doesn't happen this turn. I give him some health, get him back up so he can get horrifically animorphed into a great ape. Then I'm going to move 25 feet back and cast... which of these is the one that I actually have to roll an attack for? No, it's saving throw. I don't have any of that. Then I'm going to cast Toll the Dead as a cantrip. For my action, I need a wisdom save. Did you get the damage from the Spirit Guardians, Ben?
Oh, I did not. Thank you. 4 damage.
It was 13 halved.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
My wisdom save is 17. Does he succeed or fail?
I'm sorry. What did you cast? Toll the Dead?
Yes.
He succeeds on this save.
Okay, and then nothing happens. I just kind of look next to the statue of Bahamut. Are you proud of us, Bahamut? Look at what we had to do to our ally. I just point at this monkey. That'll be my turn.
Okay. And the dragon flaps its wings violently. And P-Crawl, as the giant ape. Will you make a dexterity saving throw?
Sure.
Would you guess that an ape is dexterous?
Of course.
Could have been.
13. Probably not
Could have.
enough.
Could have been. In a different world.
And the dragon's wings flap violently and take 16 damage, and you'll be knocked prone. And the dragon
I'm already
lifts.
prone, so that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you woke up and then became a giant ape laying on the ground.
The dragon quickly flies across the room, landing in front.
Can you take an opportunity attack from the ground?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Actually lands right in front of Mordecai. Not liking this magic user one bit.
How many HP does the polymorphed ape have?
So
You have
much.
full-
Uh,
I mean, do you get maximum, like whatever the shapes?
Yeah,
maximum
yeah.
is?
You get whatever they
Oh,
have.
okay.
it's like a wild shape, pretty much.
All right. Well then, let's
But for wizards. Ben, I need another wisdom save for the spirit guardians. He's within 15 feet of me.
Thank you. And then 15. A fail.
All right, and then he'll take. Oh, I cast it so far long ago.
13?
3d8. Do you want me to roll each time, or you want me to keep what we got the first time?
Keep it from the same from the first time.
Okay, so he takes 13.
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't expect the spell to actually work. That's crazy.
Nice. Okay, I'm sorry. And then P. Crawl, you're up next.
Hey,
wisdom throw.
That
so Ape Pacrawl
Yep.
is going to spend half of his speed to stand up. So he's got 40 feet of movement as an ape, so he's still got another 20 feet, which he's going to use to aggressively slam his fist down on the ground and leap at this dragon and just come down with a haymaker huge ape punch into the dragon's face.
Smash it in the face.
Oh!
Oh!
Crit.
So this attack does 3d10 damage. So
Oh.
Pacrawl!
Go ahead and take 38 damage.
38 points of damage on the first punch.
Are you watching, Bahamut? Look at what you've created.
He gets 2 attacks, so he's gonna swing back around with the other fist. Oh, that's not supposed to be advantage.
Oh,
19 to hit.
Hits.
Alright.
this Mo trucker is about to get wrecked.
So that one's just 21 points of bludgeoning damage from that strike. And then for the giant ape bonus action, he's going to just, again, fist down on the ground. He's going to get right into the face of the dragon and just do that real, like, ape roar kind of Godzilla type of, or not Godzilla, King Kong type of moment.
Beautiful. And
That'll be his turn.
the dragon seems taken aback by the aggression of this giant ape, and will choose to attack the smaller target. In that case, that would be Mordecai, and he whips his tail at Mordecai. An 18 to hit.
Yeah, of course that hits Mordecai.
For 17 damage.
Son of a bee. All right, it's time to put an end to this.
I have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Why?
Yeah.
Polymorph.
Polymorph
Because
is
he's
concentration.
concentrating on my
Oh.
Thank you. Appreciate
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna add
Yeah.
4. I'm adding 4 to whatever you roll.
Awesome, thank you, because I do suck at these.
And make sure to put your abilities and spells in the chat when you guys use them too, please.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh.
Add.
Oh, thank God you added that 4.
Yeah, it makes it 12, which would
Just
save.
enough. Yeah.
Ben staring at it, thinking.
How can
That's
I?
what it is. That's what it is.
God.
Whether I like it or not.
He was looking at it. He's trying.
Wait, it's my intelligence modifier, not my. Oh, so it's +5. Sorry.
Yeah, it's still a save.
Even better.
Yep.
10 or better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maintain. Okay.
Doesn't
all
it matter what level spell you cast, or is that
No, what
something
it is,
else? I'm
it's
sorry.
That's counter spell.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
sorry.
the amount of. It's based on the damage you take.
So
The
it's
DC to constant
10
save
or
concentration
half the
is.
damage. 10 or half the damage taken, whichever one is greater.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
And the only time that number would ever change if it goes over 20, because then that's half a 10 and such.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which like almost never happens, but can.
All right. I forgot to make my wisdom saving throw at the end of my turn, so I'm going to do
Okay.
it at the beginning of this one.
Okay.
Let me know when it's my turn.
No, it's your turn, Bezla.
Is it mine?
Go ahead,
Okay.
please.
So this is the save with advantage. 13 does not save.
Okay.
So I still can't move forward then.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to add 5 to that save as well with another flash. I have 5 of them, so does the 5 saves, right? 18?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm down to 3 flashes. Having shook off the fear, I grab my sunblade off my hip and activate it as I run forward and take a swipe at the tail because I can't really reach anything else because I am 2 feet tall.
I'm gonna add +10 to that using War God's Blessing. Unless
That'll
that
hit.
nat 1.
Okay. So all right. And then that's my first swing, and then I come back through with a second swing, and on this one you hear a loud oi as he swings, but
Can't do it
apparently he
again.
misses. After missing though, he does an arcane jolt, like comes from his hand and does a 2d6 on the dragon, and I'll cast that in the thing too.
Thank you.
Yep.
And with this offensive, the dragon is bloodied and badly hurt.
Yeah, that's right, mother trucker.
Will that be all
and
from
then-
Bezlock?
Yep, that's all from Bezlock. Boo Boo runs forward, and he takes up. So we have him on all 4 sides, and then Boo Boo tries to headbutt him with his force and power rend. I am rolling like crap. All right, and that's a hard miss.
Okay.
And Boo Boo yells in anger, and I end my turn. Roars in anger.
And the dragon roars in kind, seemingly in time with Boo Boo, and trying to regain its magical breath, but does not. Come on.
Instead he craps himself, apparently.
I've barely used dragons this campaign, and they have not been able to recharge their breath like ever.
Guys,
Oh,
guys,
no.
this is kind of crazy, but what if I guess the dragon?
Hey, man.
We'll see. The dragon does rear its head back and snaps at Mordecai, violently biting. 24.
That'll be with disadvantage. Boo Boo headbutts him in the butt as he's attacking and throws him off balance.
A 13 will miss.
Yes,
And then
It
the
wouldn't
claws
have
come.
before.
A 14
we'll miss.
Double miss! Hey, that's never happened to you.
and a 29.
That's gonna.
That's gonna hit.
I don't think any of us can help you there.
No.
You take 13 damage from the dragon as it slashes you.
And that's gonna be another Constitution saving throw.
Oh god.
Oh.
Oh god. Do it.
So,
Do it. Come on, one time. Yes.
Hey,
Hey.
Very good.
apelets.
so the giant ape is still around. At least for one more round.
It's gonna be bad.
The dragon's surrounded and can find, no course for retreat here. Next is Mordecai.
Crazy question. If we knock it unconscious, would it be technically able to understand me?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
We may find out. Unless somebody kills this dragon rather than knock it unconscious. That sounds very dangerous. I'm just pointing
I
that out.
need a straight minute.
I'm gonna chop.
Wouldn't that be sad if someone were to kill this dragon?
Bezlok is so excited. He's wanted dragon scale armor for his entire life.
I feel you. I am the same way.
Guys,
Let's
I got
see it.
some.
Let's see it, Mordecai. What do you have?
Did you say anything about Gaius?
Guys, I can try and mind control this dragon. It might not work. That's all you hear from Reynold.
If that's the case, I'm going to cast Fear, but I'm going to use one of my new abilities. From 12th level, I picked up the Metamagic Adept Feat. And one of the spells that I've chosen is Careful Spell. By using a Metamagic point, I can automatically save multiple people up to my Charisma modifier from whatever spell I cast.
Oh, very cool.
So I'm going to spend one of my 2 points, my 2 sorcery points, to allow my friends to automatically save against my spell. And he is going to have to make a DC 19 Wisdom save against Fear.
The dragon saves.
How many more of those do you got, Mordecai?
Uh,
I think I used one up already with Toll the Dead.
Will that be all from Mordecai?
That was a big one for me.
It could choose to succeed instead. That's the most. It's no, not this time.
I'm just gonna smile at him and say, "Can't we be friends?"
The dragon angrily whips its tail at you, Mordecai. Clearly offended. A 25.
Yeah, that'll
You'll
hit.
take 11 bludgeoning damage.
Oof. That'll be another Constitution save.
Let's go, baby.
You got it in the bag.
One time. Yeah.
18. And next is Reynold.
Sorry, how many points did you say? 11?
Yes.
Have you considered moving?
And then Reynold, it is your turn.
Yeah, I would do Geas, but it takes a minute to cast. And I think we all will be dead by the end of that minute.
We can make it 10 rounds. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, think so? Because I will start casting this right now. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna stay where I'm at, actually. The dragon hasn't gone yet since he moved there, right? Ben?
The dragon has been fighting in that location. Yes, it has.
But has it started its turn there, is my thing. Because
What are you asking?
Spirit Guardians procs when it starts its turn there or enters within my radius for the first time on a turn. So if it starts its turn there, it would take the damage.
Okay, I will double check. Go ahead and carry on.
Regardless of that, I will cast a first level guiding bolt on it again. That is a 19 to hit. I'm at a first level, so that's fine.
That will hit, and it did begin its turn there. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so make a wisdom save as well. 17.
$25.
Okay, so he takes half of 13 damage,
Okay.
and then he takes 10 radiant damage from the guiding bolt, which I'm trying to do non-lethal, if possible. And it has advantage, or whoever attacks first has advantage on the attack, and that would be my turn. I'm not going to move. I'm good where I'm at.
Gonna be
Okay.
the monkey man.
Next is Pikral, King Kong.
Yeah.
I like this combo.
Another massive swing with advantage.
Oh,
Crit.
Non-lethal, please.
Hey, there we go.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm in ape form. I don't know.
I
what
don't.
any of that
Yeah, I
means.
don't
And
expect it
it's
either.
a fist. It's a fist. It's gonna
That
be
is oof.
just 40 damage. You know, no big deal.
39 points of bludgeoning damage
Jesus.
into
that?
his jaw.
Your strike is enough to end the dragon and
And?
defeat your foe.
Don't mess with giant apes, apparently.
No. I
And
was
just
gonna
dragon
have.
Pound on the giant dragon that it rivals your size, but clearly you're stronger.
Reynolds runs up and like flies to his knees. He cries like, "We could have had a dragon on our side."
No,
Does the giant ape even
one's-
hurt?
Black dragons are like notoriously evil and bad, so let's.
I know, but it's mind control though.
I'm already
giant
getting
ape
my skinning knife out.
To be fair, we have a giant ape that killed the dragon on our side.
They
I'll take
crit
that any day.
twice in a row, uppercut that dragon.
Yeah, like I think we're good with this guy.
Man.
The dragon's lower jaw is like all to like one side from that last punch.
I'm just gonna release that spell before he turns on that.
So Bezlok, as soon as the dragon goes down, has the skinning knife out, and he's already starting at the tail, like starting to.
Maniacs.
Oh god.
He's so
Okay.
excited.
As P-Crawl shrinks down, he's like,
And
"Oh man, I was having fun."
yeah, but you have like 7 HP, so I'm gonna hit you. With
Yeah.
the
I was gonna
third
say this
level
body
cure.
hurts a lot more. We get some. I'm only at like 9%.
I'm gonna do a 3rd level cure wounds for you.
Is anyone else in the room? Or was everyone able to escape?
Followers.
There are
Of the
some
line?
hiding beneath the table. Others have gone into the dormitories across the hall or into the library. But the four of you put up enough of a fight and a front that none of them, besides the initial acid spray, none of them were injured.
I'm just trying to
so
like
I
pass
look
out
over-
some bandages or something.
Yeah, I look over at Reynolds and I'm like,
Okay.
Help the comic folks.
and I'm like,
Will do. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Aura Vitality at 4th level. Because I'm kind of out of 3rd level spell slots. Next minute, the good old fashioned post fight heal. I'm gonna hit Pikral with 10d6.
you got my 13, right, Chris?
Yes, I did, and I in between all that, I threw a cure wounds on myself too.
Okay, so-
Actually, I could use an hour just to.
Okay, I'm gonna
Extra
give you
relax.
still the 10d6, so you get back another 29.
Okay.
I haven't got to do this yet, but I'm really excited. I walk over to Mordecai. I'm like,
Do you trust me?
Sure.
all right, and then I cast because you look all beat up. The dragon
yeah.
just took a bunch of. So I just literally
Woohoo.
just knock you the hell out for 10 minutes. I just I Vulcan death grip you like on the shoulder, and you just
Slumped.
So this is
you can
new.
roll some hit die.
Um,
I will take
Yeah,
it.
my friend.
Thank you.
Crawl, you doing?
Yeah.
You doing better? You need more?
Yeah. No, I'm all right.
Okay.
I'm almost 100% ship shape.
Is there anybody that like died on the table? It's been less than a minute since that dragon came in. We could.
Oh, there
probably
was a
res
couple.
anybody. Yeah. Is there anybody that looks like they might be worth rezzing?
That's it. We're doing the trolley problem here.
What would
Who
your
is-
criteria be?
Talking to people like is there anybody asking for aid, offering rewards, blah blah blah.
Well, this is a church.
Well, a handful of the
there's-
people were slain by the initial acid breath of the dragon. Some of them were soldiers, and some of them looked like they were people here being protected.
Any drow? Any drow ladies over there?
You gotta get it in when you can, man.
That's Bezlok's priority is drow women. So
roll a D100. Maybe 1 in 100 drow refugees would find their way
What
to.
number it is.
okay, let's do
to
it.
Imagine the most
Light
lucky
of-
roll.
Oh.
That's pretty
Okay.
good.
I'm afraid not, my friend.
If that was a divine intervention at level 18, you would succeed.
Oh, that's funny. All right, I go back to skinning the dragon, and I'm doing nothing but that until somebody peels me off.
I got 10d6 worth of healing left. I'm gonna go and gather people who. I know you said nobody was majorly like injured or hurt, that they all got away.
Some people were slain in the original spray of the dragon. Yeah, and injured. But after that, you guys were able to kind of, protect everybody else from further harm. So there are injured and slain people at hand. Absolutely.
Okay. I would like to spread my 10d6 of healing out between who's injured and people that are still alive that would need it.
I see.
And if there's any left over, I'll send it Bakral's way.
Okay.
So there's no unconscious people, like people that just got knocked unconscious by the dragon breath.
It's a do or
Unfortunately,
die.
it was just that initial acid spray, and it was enough to take out, even the stout warriors that were hit by it. So, some of them maybe just took a little bit of, splash damage, that even though there isn't any technically, but so they may be injured. But other than that, just that spray just kind of took out a handful of them right away.
Ben,
No drow though. No.
I-
Deslok hasn't found the love of his life yet.
I'm gonna go
Unless their
ahead.
skin got melted off.
Oh, well,
I guess you couldn't tell then. What
that's
are you?
brutal.
I think this puddle right here used to be a drow.
Oh, I forgot there's this Grace was the thing I had.
We lost Joel, but we'll call the adventure there for this evening. Good game, guys, and thanks to everybody who checks out our games. Appreciate you very much. Drop by the Discord. Join our random games that occur from time to time, and you can follow us on Twitter at the Heroes Era, and maybe on TikTok. Maybe we had a clip from this episode that would be cool. I don't know.
There was a lot of funny stuff in this episode. I'm sure I'll pull something out there.
Until next time,
Maybe.
the adventure continues.
Bye.